Good morning. My name is Helen Jennings, and I am joining you from here in the UK. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm going to come on in and do a quick little crafty project with you this morning. And in fact, will be a bit of a quicker session than normal. It's been an incredibly busy weekend here at Ducky Towers, because it has been World Card Making Day, and hopefully lots of you have caught up on all of the fabulous presentations that have been around. Stamping Up did their event, and also the Crafty Collaborations community did a huge event with about 30 different presenters in it, and I'm still catching up on those. So that's been very busy, but I've also had a birthday this weekend, so it's been a busy birthday weekend as well. So I'm trying to catch up with myself this morning. Yeah, so it's already been a bit of a frantic morning. So it'll be a bit of a quicker session today, but still wanted to come on and do a little bit of crafting with you. So do come on and say hello. I hope everybody's had a lovely weekend as well. And let's just bring up a few quick slides. So if you haven't joined us before, if this is new to you and you're thinking, who is this woman and where can I find out more about her? This is my website, www.loveaduckie.co.uk, and over on there you'll find lots of details of classes and blog posts and links to tutorials and to shops and all sorts of things. So that's the hub to go and find out a bit more about me over at www.loveaduckie.co.uk. But wherever you're looking for me, look out for Love-a-Duckie, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and hopefully you'll find me there. And I just wanted to quickly highlight a couple of exciting things that are coming up. And one is that for 24 hours only, and this says the 4th of October, but because of the timings here in the UK, it will be from 11 o'clock tonight until a minute to 11 tomorrow. You can get free shipping on any orders of £60 or more. So if you are putting an order in with me, or indeed any other demonstrator around the world, once you hit that magic figure, and it's £60 here for in the UK, it will be an equivalent amount wherever you are in the world. Then you can have free shipping for 24 hours tomorrow. And the other thing to add in here is also starting tomorrow is a starter kit promotion. So from tomorrow until the 31st of October, if you have a starter kit, you're going to pay £99 for your starter kit, as you always do. You normally get to choose £130 worth of freebies, but for the rest of October, from tomorrow, you're going to be able to choose £154 worth of freebies of your choice. So a great time to be joining the Stamping Up family. So that is actually another £24. So that's, a good stamp set or something that you're extra that you're going to be able to add into a starter kit if you join the family between the 4th and the 31st of October. And one reason why this is very exciting is because also starting tomorrow, Stamping Up are opening up in 2 new markets. So if you are joining us and you live in Ireland or you live in Belgium, then from tomorrow you are going to be able to shop with Stamping Up. You're going to be able to host events with Stamping Up. You are going to be able to join the Stamping Up party. So if you are in Ireland or in Belgium, then that is indeed good news. And the other good news, if you are joining us from those parts of the world, is that you are going to be able to come along to Vienna, the onstage event, as well. So that is another bonus of joining at the moment, is that you'll have an invitation to come and join everybody in Vienna in November. So exciting times. And you are able to join from both of those places. You are able to join my team. So you are able to get in touch with me and I can tell you much more about it. So there's some exciting things coming up in the month of October. an exciting month. So lots going on already. We've hit the ground running with World Card Making Day, and lots of exciting things continuing throughout the month. So really exciting that we are opening up in 2 new European markets. Just goes to show that when lots of things are standing still in the world, Stamping Up is expanding. So that's really exciting. So if you do have friends or family, or indeed you yourself are either from Ireland or Belgium, then welcome to the family from tomorrow. And yeah, do get in touch if I can answer any questions. So let's bring in my downward facing camera and let's do a little bit of crafting. So we are going to have a slightly shortened version today, just because it's such a busy day today, so many things to catch up on. But I'm going to have a bit of a play with this Botanical Layers stamp set. Now it is down as a Botanical Layers bundle, but the other thing that you get with this stamp set isn't actually a die, and it's not a punch. It is actually a pack of vellum. Brain went dead there for a moment. That happens to me often. So it's a little pack of vellum, and you get sort of patterned vellums in it, and it's really pretty. I haven't got any of those vellums on hand at the moment, but we have played with those, and we will play with those again, I'm sure. But we're not going to play with vellums today. We're going to do a bit of adding in some metallics. So we're going to be adding in some metallics to our project. So let's have a look and see where this takes us. Let's do some experimenting with some metallic things. So I've already done a little bit of a quick, I've already managed to bend that card. Let's turn that over. Okay, so we have a white card base. So it is a 10th fold top opening white card base. I have taken a bit of this copper foil, and I've cut it to 10 by 14.4, and then I have gutted it. Here is the bit that I have gutted out. If you have never gutted a piece of card before, let's just bring in a piece of basic white. Now, it doesn't really matter what colour this is. Now, for this frame here, I sort of gutted it at 1 centimetre all round. So the lovely thing about our trimmers is I can bring this card in, and I've got my groove down here. I'm going to come to this 1 centimetre this side of the groove, and I'm going to put that bit of cardstock down. Now I've actually got my metric arm on my trimmer, so it comes with an imperial arm, and you can buy the metric arm separately. I have swapped mine out for a metric arm, but if you are using imperial, then that's absolutely fine. I am going to actually, this piece of card is about 14 centimeters long. So I am going to bring my trimmer blade up here, and I am going to rest it so that that little groove just here is in line with the 1 centimeter just there. Because it's 14 centimeters long, I'm going to bring it down so that groove is now in line with 13 centimeters. And what's quite nice about our trimmer blade is that it is about the width from that groove to the bottom of this trimmer blade. So you could just take that as your guide. So from that groove to the bottom, so if the bottom of the trimmer blade is resting on the bottom of the card, you're not going to be far out. So now I'm going to turn it round, and again I'm going to put this at 1 centimeter. Bring this to 1 centimeter, and this time it's about 10.8, I would think that is. So I'm going to take it to 9.8. But again, we take it so that the trimmer blade is sitting on the bottom. We're not going to be far off. And 1 to 13, and then go round again and join those up. 1. We can see where that slit is just there, and then that will pop that out of the middle. We have a frame, and we have our piece of card from the middle. And the reason that I have gutted this piece of foil is because I don't just want to waste that piece of foil and have it sitting under another piece of cardstock. Once I pop that cardstock on there, we'll never know that there was a hole underneath it. But I do still already have another piece of foil to use for something else. So if you've never gutted a piece of cardstock, that's how we've done it. If you don't have a trimmer like mine, you can do that with a ruler and a craft knife. Yeah, but we don't want to be wasting precious foil. We may not bother if it's just a plain piece of basic white cardstock, although you could gut every piece of paper if you wanted to. We may not want to. I'm going to actually cut myself a frame from there. I think we'll go with that one, and we'll take the next one down. So this is for some, I'm going to create a frame out of the copper foil, and I'm going to have a white mat inside. But again, we can still use this centerpiece for something else. So what we could do is cut this from white, this from copper, and have that white sitting on the top. But then again, we've got that bit of copper in the back there. We don't want to waste that, so we will cut ourselves a frame that we will sit our white card into. Let's bring in, this should go through the mini. Let's bring in our mini cut and emboss. Now I am also going to if I can find the dies. What did I do with those? Thought I had a set of dies sitting on there. Cut out some foliage. Bear with me one moment. I had them sitting here and then moved them out of the way. So I am going to also cut some of these foliage pieces just here. Am I going to get that out of there? Yes, I am. And will that one come out of there as well? Or is that pushing my luck a little bit too far? That might be. I'm actually going to cut this out first, and then I will get both of those pieces out of there. So let's cut this first. Okay, where have I put my other plate? There it is. Dear, oh dear. I'm going to actually bring that up to the top so that we've got a nice strip of hi Janet, lovely to have you joining us. Hope you're enjoying your time away with your family. Let's run that through there. So now we still have pieces here that we could use to go underneath, little strips that could go underneath sentiments and all those sorts of things. We have a frame, and we still have a little piece here that we're going to be able to hopefully die cut these pieces from. If I have to lose a little bit of the stalk, that will be fine. Let's see. I think let's try that. And if we cut all the way through that, I think so. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Right, we've lost a little bit off the edge of that leaf, but that's okay. Let's find our tool. Bring in this piercing mat and push against that. Bring these pieces out. I should have perhaps ran it backwards and forwards a couple of times. It is cut. It just might have made them a little easier to release. Now just here, there's a bit of the backing off the back of the foil that hasn't quite pulled away. Let's just get that. That's it. This little bit just here does not want to give up. Wants to hang on for dear life. Got you. And got you. So, no, you haven't. I'm still here. Right. There's one little piece of foil. And then let's pop these pieces out of here. And pop this piece out just here. And again, we've just lost the edge of that, but not anything that, as my dad would have said, a blind man would be glad to see it. Right. So before we put away our mini cut and emboss, I do need a white mat to go in the centre of there. Let's just die cut, run that through the machine, and die cut that. We go. We have a deckled frame with a deckled mat to sit in it. We have some foliage that we're going to be able to add in somewhere. I do love the copper. It's a lovely colour. Right, I'm going to have a little bit of a play with this mat just here. I've actually got the time-worn type 3D embossing folder here. Let us run that through the large stamping cut and emboss, because obviously missed it. That folder is not going to run through a standard one, and I'm going to want my base plate my Time Worn Type 3D embossing folder and my number 4 embossing plate. So let me just run that through. So there we have a piece of Time Worn Type card. I'm going to take a Versamark pad and just gently rub it over the surface. Now this can be a bit grungy. Grungy is okay. I'm going to take the copper embossing powder and let's do that. Let's flick that off. Copper embossing powder everywhere. Bring in the heat embossing tool. Let's heat this up. It's quite a big surface that we're heating here. And so see how it turns from that really almost dull browny sort of a colour into that pop of metallic. It's all shiny and coppery. And now we need to do a bit of stamping on here. I'm going to look at these. So we've got a variety of leaves and things. We've got this sort of long stripy plant. We've got this big solid one here. We've got this slightly more ferny type one here, and then this little one just here. Let's see. Quite like the ferny type one. Let's go with that one. Let's find a block. Is a D block big enough? No. Let's go E. E by gum. Let's ink this up with Versamark. Now this time I am going to come in with an embossing buddy. And then let's have this coming down here. Bring in our copper embossing powder again. How pretty is that? A little bit of a powder there that we want to get rid of. Let's heat this up. Looking at these little thank you for everything. Thinking of you. You mean the world to me. Going with a thinking of you, actually. Find ourselves a piece of basic white. We'll heat emboss this with the copper as well. Thinking of you. Heat that up. Trim this round. Let's find that piece of copper, and I think we might just be able to give ourselves a little bit of a border, but not with that glue. That's a bit better. Want it to be a little narrow border because it's metallic. It's a little bit slidey with the before the glue's set properly. Just want it to be a bit of a pop of a metallic behind there. And some now we don't have any coppery twine or anything. Gold, and I've got silver. I'll just come in with some white. And I might do a double bow just because we can. I'm going to fold that in half to start with, and then use that double width to tie my bow. And bring in some scissors to chop that off. We'll have that coming in behind there somewhere. Right, let's do a bit of sticking. So we'll start with sticking our frame to our card base. Then we'll go in with our heat embossed grungy time worn type mat. Press that down. And then we'll put our copper frame on the top. On a bit of a jaunty angle. Press that down. Bring in my block. Press that down. Oh, that still didn't. The block just picked it up. That wasn't helpful, was it? And now have a white embossed piece to go in the middle. Again, let's give that a good press down. Then we have our die cut elements. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on there. I'm not going to worry too much if they're a bit free flowing. Give them a bit of life. Where's that other one? It's just here. Stay. Really doesn't want to stick. Trouble is my fingers are a little sticky, so they're lifting it. There we go. We'll have our little bit on the bottom there. So I'm going to take a glue dot. Right, momentarily couldn't see my glue dots. And put one of those, pop that bow onto a glue dot, lift it and stick that at the bottom there. Let's sort our tails out and our loops out. And then we'll take a couple of mini dimensionals. On the back of our sentiment. And then have that at a bit of a jaunty angle as well. And then the other thing I've got here, in keeping with that coppery colour, is I've got some brushed metallic adhesive backed dots. So let's go with this coppery colour one here. Let's have a big and a small up there. And come here, little dot. And bring this in down here, I think. So there we are. So we've taken our botanical layers. We've only actually used our botanical layers in the background there, but we've also used some sentiment, some foliage from the Splendid Stems dies. And we've used our time-worn type 3D embossing folder. But most importantly, we have used copper embossing powder. We have used copper foil. And we have used little copper brushed metallic dots. So we've gone really metallic-y with our little project today. And when we look at this little bit, apart from the excess bits from around where I've cut out my foliage shapes here, we took this size piece of copper foil. We have made the background, we've made this frame, and we've die cut these two foliage pieces, all from that one piece of foil. So that's why it's important to gut it, because that way you can make that one little piece of foil or really pretty DSP or, you know, fancy glitter card or whatever it is using. You can make it go so much further. We've even backed out of sentiment, haven't we, from the same piece. You can make it go so much further when you gut your card. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that little project. As I say, it is sort of a bit of a speedy session today, because I've just got 101 things I need to go and get sorted out for this beginning of the month. So hopefully by the time I'm back on Friday, things will be a little bit more ordered. We can always live in hope. So don't forget those things tomorrow. Don't forget your free shipping on any orders of £60 or more from 11 o'clock tonight here in the UK to 10:59 tomorrow. So daytime tomorrow, you'll be okay. You're 24 hours only, free shipping. So don't forget that. And don't forget as well, if you're thinking of joining the Stampin' Up family from tomorrow, you will get extra goodies in that starter kit. And if you are joining us from Belgium or from Ireland, as of tomorrow morning, you can shop, you can host events, and you can join the family. You can do all of those things from tomorrow as Stampin' Up expands its European market. So it's all exciting stuff. Right, I will see you all on Friday. Have a really good week and keep on watching all of those World Card Making Day videos and things that are out there. Keep on enjoying those, and I'll be back and see you again on Friday.